Let's see how you can increase the power of your vinyl cutter. Here, with WinPCSIGN, I'm going to do a quick video on a first project to see how to navigate and use the basics function of the WinPCSIGN. Let's start with like a basic text. Here, I'm going to go on my text, theme, wolf, and I'm also able to use simple shape like rectangle here, and able to do the selection function to move everything inside my page and do the alignment function. Every function is this is the master menu, and all the master menu will open all the associated function with it. And here I'm just going to do the center alignment, and also I'm going to open my color palette where I can use this palette to change the actual color of my text. The left is for the fill and the right is for the stroke line. And let's go red on both. Now you can also change the font of your text easily with the font menu. Here you can navigate and choose the one you like, and let's go and accept. I'm just gonna do back my alignment. Perfect. Now I need a logo. This is where this software is really amazing. You can just go on the internet, wolf free logo. Here you will get more black and white and regular logo. You can also write down clip art, and that will give you a different image base. Be careful on this type of logo, because if you have too many pieces and small details, it's going to be really hard to peel with your vinyl cutter. Let's go with something more simple like this one. You can also view the image bigger before doing your right click and copy your image. Go back to the software. You can do edit and paste, or I'm going to use Control and V to paste my logo. I'm just going to take this with a big box and just paste back everything. Here, if we zoom in, you will see this is a pixel image, and you don't have any line to be followed by your vinyl cutter. This is where we have a special function that is called vectorization. It's actually going to trace your image. I'm going to click on it. You can control the contrast, but this is pretty straightforward because it's a black and white picture. Okay. And you will get, after this transformation, a complete trace of your logo. Here I'm just gonna select everything and zoom on my selection. Okay, here you see the construction point. This is to modify it and actually do some correction on your design. Here, if I zoom in, you will see that the pixels were not perfectly aligned. This is why you don't have a perfect design. Two ways. You can go online here and do some modification. Here you're going to replace an actual line with a new one. Let's say I'm doing from here, you click and you hold and you release where you want your line to be to end, actually. And here I'm going to use the space button to move from my function of segment replacement to manipulation, coming back to my line replacement, and space to come back to my manipulation. And here you can do that for all your logo, but this is gonna take a really long time. This is why we have this function where you can smooth everything at once. Let's zoom in to see it. Okay, here, this little slider, we just push it a little bit, and there we go. Everything gonna become smooth on your design, saving you tons of hours for sure. And now we're pretty ready to cut our job. Let's select this logo, remove the construction view, and we'll close these menu and go on my color palette to put it in black. Last step, I can do shape and transparent group, and there we go, my final result ready to cut. Also, you got a transformation box here where you can put the exact dimension of your logo. Here, if I put 12 for height, it automatically will keep the ratio of your logo to be sure you don't squeeze it. Like if you condense it and you put 1, it's going to squeeze it, but you don't want that. You want to keep the ratio. This is why width and height, always keeping the ratio. If you want to condense and stretch it a little bit, you go and condense. Here I can put also the width to 12, apply, but you saw what I did. I use condense instead of width to maintain my ratio. Yeah, and I take everything, going back to my alignment, and that's it. I'm ready to cut my first job. Let's go on setting and color codes, and I'm gonna add a new plotter. Just gonna remove the actual one. Let's say you got another GCC plotter, move it to the right, and okay. You can detect your plotter here. It's actually going to tell you the steps to plug and unplug your USB, open your machine, to do all the steps to be able to be compatible. Or you can also go on Windows port if you already have a driver. The driver will be like a printer, and you just select the name of your plotter if you already have a driver installed, and you click OK to link your machine, and you accept and save. Now you just need to cut your project. You go on cut project, and you can cut by color. This is really the best way to go, because you only have like single color vinyl. Then you put your red vinyl and you cut. Here you can rotate to save some vinyl. Let's see after how to maximize your vinyl. Here you can see how your vinyl will cut your vinyl in this software. If I remove this with delete, we'll see the page is actually your vinyl inside your cutter. Then the vinyl is gonna cut like you see in this picture, and that's why I did a rotation to maximize the width of my vinyl. There we go. Let's start some cutting and go and try it. It's really affordable and will push the production of your vinyl cutter for sure. Have a nice day.